So the Phillies blew out the Rockies, coasted to an easy victory, didn't struggle one time in the game. Their top four hit amazing, and Aaron dominated. Huh. Can we play the Rockies every game?
Why? Why is this always a heart attack? Oh man, we don't need extras. This game's over. This game's over.
Can one of you guys get a map? Please, get a map.
Phillies have been painfully underwhelming. Oh my God!
Fine! They stink! Choose your fucking brain wrong! It's gone!
Alright, for the second time on Philly Menaces for me, Phillies win 10-1 against the Colorado Rockies. Yes, I do need to preface that it's the Colorado Rockies. Folks, I know they're not a serious organization. I know they're so bad it's not even funny. But a win is a win in my eyes. You need a win every which way you can get, and that game was crucial. And the funniest thing about it is you maybe get, I'd say, 7 to 10 blowouts a year. And I say blowouts like a run, determining run factor of like 6 to double digits. You don't get these often. Most games are usually stressful. They come down to the wire. They come down to late games. They're like between 1 to 3 runs most times. So when you get a game like this where Philly just beat the brakes off the Rockies, you don't get them often. You can't expect it in baseball. It's just not how it works. It's not what makes baseball fun. I get it. But when you get it, you need to appreciate it because that's something that is not often. You don't get it often. So the best way I could describe it is like this first sequence here. Michael Lorenzen, former Philly, by the way, came in to pitch and got his world rocked. You want to know how I know? Here's the first inning. I'm just going to read this because this sums up the entirety of the game. Turner doubles. Schwarber walks. Harper walks. Bohm singles, scoring 2 runs. Stott doubles into the gap. Harper scores. Garcia strikes out. Brandon Marsh, 3-run bomb. JT, double. Justin Crawford, ground out. Turner, single. Kyle Schwarber, grounds out. My God, 11 batters came up in the first inning and scored 7 runs. Yeah. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. It didn't get much better when Harper added a bomb, a home run of his for himself, and then Bohm beat out an infield single. The Rendon's day was done, and man, it was bad. It was really bad. You want to know how I know? You want to know how I know it was bad? For the next 6 innings, they brought in Valente Beloso, who throws slow pitch meatballs. And the funniest thing about it, Valente Beloso gave up 2 base runners, technically, a walk and a home run. Same guy, Schwarber, who hit a moonshot, I just want to point out. I mean, who doesn't love a Schwarber bomb? I mean, he absolutely wrote that thing. It was 460 feet. Oh my God, he hit it 460. Yeah, Valente Beloso went 6 innings and struck out 7 guys. Yeah, start the joke. I don't care. But all things considered, I mean, Valente Beloso actually pitched very well. Phillies are actually really struggling to hit his stuff for I don't know what reason. Yeah. But all things considered, that was as clean, comfortable, and enjoyable of a win as you're going to get as a Phillies fan because the Rockies are really bad. And Nola cruised. He made life look so easy today. So, just little things went a long way to taking down the Rockies. So, I'm going to finish it up with the 3 stars of the game for me. And I also want to preface that tonight at 8:30, or not 8:30, the game tonight is at 8:10. So, at about 7:50 tonight, I will be live streaming from College Hall, the Phillies-Rockies game. So anyone who wants to tune in and enjoy some baseball, pop on in. You know, I'll be enjoying it. So I'd love to see anyone here from, whether if it's my channel at Silver Ranch, from Jack's channel, or just people who have tuned in and subscribed to the Philly Menaces. So yeah, it'll be Luzardo taking on Chase Dollander, the big top prospect that the Rockies have at pitching, which, God, they don't know what they're doing with him. So yeah, I guess let's wrap it up with the 3 stars of the game. I want to give honorable mentions to so many guys, but I'll list a few just off the top of my head. I'm going to do Bryson Stott, Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner. I thought they all played great today, and Turner really set the tone, getting 2 hits in the first inning. The 3 stars of the game for me are going to be going as this. First star of the game is going to go to Alec Bohm, who went 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. I mean, he was unbelievably clutch. He made life so easy for the Phillies. That 2-run single essentially iced the game for the Phillies. In the first inning, I'd like to point out, before they even got an out. Yeah, the Rockies are really bad at this thing called baseball. And just having a night where or a day when Bohm just took over and did his job and hit clutch like a cleanup hitter should at times was nice to see. The second star of the game is going to go to Aaron Nola. He deserves it. He didn't have a bad outing against the Rangers, but he didn't look great. And to give you 6 1/3, strike out 9 batters, and then just set the table up to where Backus, Meza, and Pop, 3 of our worst relievers, can come in and do their job and get the outs they desperately need. Also nice. So they did what they needed to do. The pitching staff was great, and it was led by Aaron Nola. And this is the Nola you need to see through this year, because again, you have no guarantees that this is Wheeler's last year, most likely, barring some change of heart. And there's no guarantee that Zach Wheeler's going to come back and look like prime Zach Wheeler. In fact, given the severity of what his injury was, there's no guarantee that Zach Wheeler comes back and looks anything like his former self. You take that into account, with this being his last year and he might not ever be the same again. You have Taijuan Walker, who's just a gigantic disappointment, and you lost Ranger Suarez to free agency. You need Nola, who got a big contract, to step up and deliver ace-like starts. He can. He has shown all the time he can, and this game right here proved it. Again, I know you have to take it with a grain of salt as the Rockies, but a start like this really gives you confidence to believe that this team can make life easy going forward. So, yeah. And then the final star of the day is going to go to Bryce Harper. Got on base 3 times, hit a bomb. He got 2 extra base hits. He looked great today, and that's the first time I genuinely can say that all year, that he's looked great. Harper's been really bad, and there is no getting around that, because he's not even striking out all that much. He just looks terrible at the plate. He's waving at stuff that he shouldn't be, staring at pitches that he should be swinging at, and making a lot of bad contact. So having a day like this, a multi-hit day with a walk included, where he's only had 2 through the first 6 games, this was nice to see. It was very needed, and I hope this starts getting something going for him, because he needs it so badly. Him and Bohm have been at the spark of a lot of criticism, and I think rightfully so. They both have been god-awful. So that's why I'm highlighting them both in these stars of the game for me, because without these 2 playing as good as they did, I don't think they would have won. They wouldn't have won as handily as they did. So I am grateful of that. So with that out of the way, I'm going to get out of here. And if you enjoy the content here at Philly Menaces, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, you turn on that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on anything else that we do. Again, I am live streaming. It probably is just going to be me, unless Carlos shows up. Join in for a live stream. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, with that out of the way, take care, everybody at the Philly Menaces. And here's hoping they take the series tonight against the Rockies. Peace.